Hello, today I'll be explaining to you guys how to solve for composition of functions and domain. I have two equations here. I have g of x, which equals x minus 1, and f of x, which equals 2x. And we want to solve for g of f of x, g of x, f of x, and f of g of x. I started working on problems 1 and 2. So for problem 1, g of f of x, I got 2x minus 1. Why? Well, because wherever you see g of x, x minus 1, we're going to plug in 2 of x, which is 2x minus 1. Now, g of x, wherever you see an x on over here, we're going to plug in x minus 1. So I started doing that, x minus 1, and we plug in minus 1 here. And x minus 1 is actually x minus 2. So your answer should be x minus 2 as your answer. Now let's do f of x. f of x, we're going to have 2 parentheses 2x, because we're plugging in wherever you see an x, we plug in 2x, which is 4x, which equals 4x as your answer. And now let's solve for f of g of x. Wherever you see an x on the f of x, on 2x, we're going to plug in x minus 1. So in this one, f of g of x, we're going to set it up like this. 2 parentheses x minus 1. And we distribute the 2. So you get 2x minus 2 as your answer. Now let's continue. This time we have equations 3x plus 2 for f of x, and we have x plus 5 for g of x. And we want to solve for g of f of x, f of g of x, and g of f1 and f of g1 when x equals 1. Okay, so we have g of f of x, meaning we have g, which is x plus 5. But wherever you see an x, we're going to plug in the equation of f of x. So we do this, 3x plus 2 plus 5. 3x plus 2 plus 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. So we have 3x plus 7 as your answer. For g of f of x, remember, we're plugging in this equation right here. We're going backwards. 3x plus 2, plug into this. So really we're plugging f of x into the equation of g of x. And that's how I got 3x plus 7. Now, f of g of x. What do you think we're going to do there? Well, f of x is 3x plus 2. And wherever you see an x on f of x, we're going to plug in x plus 5. So it really is 3 open parentheses x plus 5 plus 2. But we distribute the 3 across x plus 5, and we get 3x plus 15 plus 2. 3x plus 15 plus 2. Combine like terms, so you get 3x plus 17 as your answer. 3x plus 17 as your answer. Because we plug in wherever you see an x on the f of x, we plug in x plus 5, which corresponds to g of x. I know it's confusing, but bear with me. Now here, g of f when x is 1. Well, let's go back to the answer where we got g of f of x, which is 3x plus 7, your new equation. So whenever you see g of f and you're given the variable for x, we're going to plug in this variable into the new equation. So this one, g of f, when x equals 1, we have 3, 1 plus 7. So 3 times 1 is 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. 10 is your answer for g of f of x when x equals 1. Now try to solve f of g when x equals 1. F of g of x, we got that the new equation is 3x plus 17. So wherever you see an x here in this new equation, you're going to plug in 1 because we're given the variable 1 here. So it reads like this: 3, 1 plus 17 equals 3 times 1 is 3 plus 17 is equal to 20. And that is your answer. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.